Here, everyone can become stronger by hanging up. The only thing to do is to walk out the door. But as long as you step outside, you will face all kinds of the fallen. The spirit of a mentally ill person who has been dead for 700 years. The intangible hands of the fallen. A multiple-choice question where choosing wrongly means death. Fortunately, Bai Wu was a clever detective in his past life. When he chose the only comb without any notes, the hand of the fallen, outside the room, also disappeared without a trace. But the game of exploring death had to continue. Bai Wu and his group boarded the elevator again. Without waiting for others to ask, Bai Wu first asked Captain Wu Jiu, "Was the fallen turned into by a person? If we stay outside the tower for too long, will we also become the fallen?" Wu Jiu remained silent for 2 seconds before responding calmly, "Have you seen the watch on your hand? The danger line is at 75 and the upper limit is 300. The dial color is green before the value reaches 75. After 75, the dial color turns orange. The fallen in the entire area can smell the odor when the value reaches 175, at which point the dial color is red. At this time, the elevator door suddenly opened. The 19th floor has arrived." Wu Jiu did not continue speaking, but Bai Wu already knew the answer. The red values range from 175 to 300. This range is presumably the beginning of human fallen transformation. Simply put, when people are extremely angry, they can be grouped together with the fallen. Outside the elevator, it is still pitch black. Wu Jiu took a step forward to walk out of the elevator and turned on the flashlight. The structure of the 19th floor is slightly different from the previous floors. The first thing you see is the lobby that has been converted into a dining area. At this moment, Shang Xiaoyi said vividly, "There are 6 the fallen outside the door. Their level should be higher than the one Wu Jiu killed with mental illness." After saying that, his face flushed again. Unfortunately, Wu Jiu knew what kind of person he was. While nodding, he raised his hand to stop him. He immediately drew his sword and pushed open the door at the back of the dining area. The fallen behind the door immediately focused their gaze on the intruder. Each one looked strange in their own way. Without hesitation, Wu Jiu walked in alone. Outside the door, Bai Wu chatted with Wang Shi. "Has Captain always been like this?" Wang Shi looked relaxed and not surprised, indicating that although Wang Shi is the vanguard of the team, Captain Wu Jiu always leads from the front. But there's no need to worry. Up to now, I have indeed seen the fallen that even the captain couldn't handle. However, he always manages to escape unscathed. Bai Wu's eye of player is sighing. His thoughts then turned to the power of companionship. He then asked Wang Shi if everyone's direction of growth with their associated power is different. Wang Shi said that it is the same, but every time you level up, you will gain additional abilities that can be used to expand your strengths. He cannot describe this process either. However, when Bai Wu breaks through from the first stage to the second stage, he will understand. At this time, the eye of player gave Bai Wu the answer. It's just the skill points in the game. Wu Jiu is undoubtedly a specialized player. By putting all points into speed, reaching the peak is just a matter of time. Wang Shi should focus on both attack power and vitality. This suits his muscle man image well. Lin Wuoro should have a balance between attack power and speed. She can be seen as a kind of team warrior. However, having Wu Jiu, the big brother, seems useless. Shang Xiaoyi has perception and attack power. His ability to accurately identify the number and strength of the fallen multiple times is evident. What's strange is that the attribute eye of player of Yinshuang cannot be seen. It can only be determined that she is supposed to be the weakest in the team, and it can be confirmed that it is not a survival attribute. Bai Wu also seems to have figured it out. It turns out that in this team, except for Wang Shi, everyone is like crazy dogs who only care about output without caring about their lives. This is really not sustainable. How can there be a dungeon run without a healer?